They've been saying "Free Britney" for years. Now, the pop star herself is joining the chorus. Hi everyone, I'm Jeff, and this is Plain English, where we help you upgrade your English with current events and trending topics. Britney Spears hasn't been a trending topic in a while, but she is in the news again because she appeared in court to ask a judge to terminate her conservatorship, which is the legal arrangement that allows her father to control her money and her life. In today's lesson, you'll also learn how to use the phrase raise awareness. This is lesson 381 of Plain English. JR is the producer, as always, and he has uploaded the complete lesson to plainenglish.com/381. The rest of the lesson includes the transcript, translations, fast audio, and a how-to video. In today's video, we show you how to use the word almost to round up to a higher number. That's all at plainenglish.com/381. So let's dive into today's content. For 13 years, pop megastar Britney Spears has been living under what is called a conservatorship, a legal arrangement that gives another person control over her finances, all her assets, and even her personal activity. In Britney's case, a judge put Jamie Spears, her father, in charge of everything. But now, the 39-year-old pop star is asking a court to end the conservatorship and hand control of her life back to her. Let me take a step back and explain how all this got started. Britney Spears was a child star. Her acting and singing career started on television as a mouseketeer, a teen performer on a Disney variety show called The Mickey Mouse Club. From there, she rocketed to stardom as a pop singer, and her first 2 studio albums were global sensations. But fame took its toll, and a variety of personal struggles played out very publicly. She was photographed driving with her infant son, Sean, on her lap instead of in a car seat, calling into question her parenting. She was caught smoking in front of her son while the 4-year-old played with cigarettes. She got divorced. She shaved her head. She was in and out of drug rehabilitation centers. She lost custody of her children. After one drug overdose, she was committed to a psychiatric ward and was held against her will. Enter the legal system. A California court placed Britney under conservatorship and appointed her father as the conservator. Under California law, if a person is unable to manage their own affairs, a court can appoint another person, a conservator, to be in charge of that individual. There are 2 types of conservatorships: financial and personal. A financial conservator is in charge of another person's income, expenses, assets, and debts. A personal conservator is in charge of what the other person does. This can mean a personal conservator has control over healthcare decisions, living arrangements, and all personal activities. Jamie Spears is both the financial and personal conservator of his almost 40-year-old daughter, Britney. Conservatorship is a sad but necessary part of the law. It is most often used with the elderly who can no longer manage their personal or financial affairs as their mental capacities decline. It can be controversial, but it is a way to protect the vulnerable. For this reason, it is far more common and easier to start conservatorship arrangements than to end them. The arrangements usually last for the rest of a person's life. But Britney entered conservatorship when she was 26. Yes, she had had a series of personal meltdowns. She needed help and even protection, but she wasn't mentally disabled and she wasn't elderly. The conservatorship may have been necessary at the time, but there's no reason to think it would be needed for the rest of her life. Over the years, fans of Britney Spears have argued that she's being unfairly controlled by her father. The Free Britney movement has been raising awareness of this arrangement and advocating on behalf of their hero, Britney. They argue that she's been able to tour the world, star in television shows, and release multiple albums since the conservatorship began, and, well, that's hardly the track record of someone who can't manage their own affairs. Despite working, she's unable to spend a dollar earned without her dad's permission. And the conservatorship keeps getting extended year after year, even as Britney's life has stabilized. The pop star herself, however, has been strangely silent about the conservatorship and its impact on her life over the years. But now, Britney Spears is asking a California court to set her free. That's her right. Conservatorship allows the subject to request that the arrangement be terminated. In the hearing, Britney described the degree to which she has been controlled by her father. She spoke in deeply personal terms. She testified that she has an intrauterine device that prevents her from getting pregnant. She's not allowed to get married. She's forced to put on performances that she doesn't want to do. She's forced to see a therapist that she didn't choose. She can't take a break from performing, and all the money from her performances goes to financially support the very people who are controlling her. She pleaded with the court, saying that she has worked since she was 17 and just wants to take a break, but she can't because her father won't allow it. She said that she feels left out, alone, exploited, and that she can't live a full life. The hearing ended without a resolution. The judge said that Britney was courageous for making her statement and that she could submit a formal written petition to end the arrangement. I read her full testimony. It's available online, and I'll link to it at this point in the transcript at plainenglish.com/381. It's powerful stuff. She's clearly being controlled in every aspect of her life by other people. The stuff that got her into this situation, the drugs, the parenting issues, that was 13 years ago, and people deserve a second chance. I was also struck by the sensation that I've seen versions of this story before. I'm watching the Netflix series about Luis Miguel, the Mexican singer. It's not the same story, but it's similar. The Selena documentary portrayed a lot of the same issues. Pop stars get so much fame, so much money, so early in their lives, and they don't have the right kind of support systems that they need. In too many cases, the people around them, the parents, mentors, whatever, sometimes just get so greedy and controlling that they become hurtful rather than helpful. There's a new documentary online too called Framing Britney Spears if you want to hear more about this topic. Today's English expression is to raise awareness. When you raise awareness, you are publicizing an important cause. Earlier today, you heard that fans of Britney Spears have been raising awareness of her conservatorship for years. They have been participating in online forums, conducting media interviews, and otherwise trying to attract attention to their cause. They want people to know about and care about this issue. It's entirely possible to listen to a Britney Spears song or even go to her concerts and not know anything about her conservatorship. I, in fact, didn't know much about it before today. That's why fans wanted to raise awareness. They wanted to spread the word and make more people aware of her situation. Raising awareness is a tool used to promote good causes. If something is important to you, you want other people to know as much as possible about it. And some awareness campaigns have been very successful. When cars first became popular, they didn't have seatbelts. Then they had seatbelts, but nobody used them. Safety activists worked tirelessly to raise awareness of seatbelts and their benefits. For a while, colored wristbands were a popular way to raise awareness of favorite causes. People wore red wristbands to raise awareness of HIV and AIDS. That was important because for many years, there was a stigma associated with having HIV, and nobody wanted to talk about it. Awareness campaigns helped humanize the disease and brought empathy to people who lived with it. The wristbands became such a popular way to raise awareness for a cause that dozens of causes have their own colors. Every type of cancer now seems to have a color. Even causes like child abuse, Alzheimer's, blindness, smoking cessation, they all have wristbands to raise awareness. Eventually, there were so many competing colors and causes, the wristbands gave rise more to confusion than to awareness. And so we arrive at one of the criticisms of raising awareness. Compared to doing anything concrete, raising awareness is easy. All you have to do is call attention to yourself and your cause. This is understandable. If you care deeply about something, you naturally want other people to be aware of it. So your first step is to raise awareness. But that's the simple part. If you want to change people's behaviors, if you really want them to stop smoking, to stop using e-cigarettes, to get screened for colon cancer, to reduce their carbon emissions, to stop cutting down trees in the Amazon, to fund the arts, whatever the cause might be, if you want people to change their behavior, it's not enough to just raise awareness. You have to persuade. Today's song of the week is One Headlight by The Wallflowers. The lead singer is Jacob Dylan, the son of legendary singer-songwriter Bob Dylan. The lyrics are full of metaphors, but one is about driving a car home with just one functional headlight, meaning even if you don't get everything you want, you can still get by. We can pull it all together. We can drive it home with one headlight. The song of the week is One Headlight by The Wallflowers. And that's all for Lesson 381 on Thursday, July 15th, 2021. Remember that you can upgrade your English skills by taking advantage of all the lesson resources at plainenglish.com. That's where you can improve your listening with our interactive dictation exercises. You can also switch between the fast and slow versions of the audio. The how-to video takes a deep dive into how to express a more complex idea in English, and you can practice what you learn in the discussion area and test your understanding with our lesson quiz and fill in the blank exercises. There's lots to do, lots of great ways to extend your learning at plainenglish.com. You can find all the resources for today's lesson at plainenglish.com/381. We'll be back on Monday with a new lesson for you. See you then.